Sir, we have been all facing these problems. The thing is, something like penalty should be there. You know,
I think it is the same thing. Why is not having sex with him? What can you do? Nothing. Let us talk of present.
Yeah, but sir, let me tell you, like the things which are going on.
Easy way.
It's a really good
Princess wife. Let us talk of present.
Right.
Dr. Rishi Mehta. Sir, as sir pointed out that the license should be given only to the pathologist. But then again there will be a loophole that there will be signing pathologists who will be giving their names and then the license not going there.
Again, we
What do you do about that?
are not going to talk about the future things.
This is number one. Number two.
We will be discussing.
How do you prove that this is a particular signing pathologist and is actually not attending? And number third, there are various associations in the suburb. For example, I am from Vikhroli in Ghatkopar. I have got Vikhroli Association and Ghatkopar Medical Association. These DMLTs, they registered themselves as doctors in their books in this association. How is that possible? Why is nobody looking into that?
Right.
And they are calling themselves as
Right
doctors.
person, wrong person. They are not to ask that question.
Right, but then what can we do about it? How and where do we
Why should I have to protest to whoever is the president and secretary of the organization?
But they don't take action. Then what do we do?
See, this is not something that I think we can discuss over here. We can't do anything about it. We are not member of our association.
Because they are DMLTs writing and calling themselves as
इसे
doctors.
फिर IMA अगर IMA है तो अभी सरला सर आएंगे उनके सामने बात रखेंगे क्लियर हो जाएगा बाकी कोई है तो हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते आई डोंट थिंक वी कैन डिस्कस इट हियर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन
Hey, Dr. Rajiv, Dr. Ashish Bose here. See, we have been discussing about this all CIG rounds or Superman or the ghost pathologist. I would like to share one experience. This has happened in the last 15 days. In the area of the Kandivali, since we have discussed about, let's discuss the names of the Supermans openly. So, people, doctors are practicing in the Kandivali area or not in Kandivali or Mumbai, they must be aware of their name Dr. Suren Pisar or P. Suren. So, we discussed with him, there are not many laboratories still using his name. So, we called him at the Mira Road. Then he said, I am still receiving the check from the many laboratories. But there are a couple of laboratories in Kandivali where I am not receiving any money or there is no financial transaction, still they are using my name. So we requested him, why don't you come up and just file a case, file a complaint against them. So we went to police station, at the Charco police station, where police, they were reluctant to take any complaint against them. They called Dr. Mehta, who was in the laboratory. Dr. Pisar said, this is not my signature, I am not signing on the reports, I am not officially signing on this report since last 1 year. So there is no financial transfer between laboratory and me. Still, police station, they have not taken any complaint against laboratory. In fact, it was a clear-cut case of the forgery. It was clear-cut forgery that doctor was not ready to accept.
Ashish, I understand what you are saying. Next time, before we go to police station, we go there.
Okay. So one second. My question, one second. I am not at
I will give you the answer before your question ends. What I have told you in my lecture. If the police doesn't take the complaint, go to the court. I told you that.
Right.
Go to the court. If you are so confident that your complaint is correct, go to the court. And remember, if you are making a false complaint, you will be prosecuted.
Definitely.
So listen.
Yes.
You are not listening complaint. There are 3 types of complaint, 3 types of disposals by police. One is A final. A final means there was a complaint, but there is no evidence against that man. So he cannot be prosecuted. B final. B final is the complaint was false. Then there is B final with prosecution. That is, the complaint was not only false, the man who made the complaint knew that it is false. So it is B final with prosecution. Jail में जो होगा वो होगा. C final. The complaint doesn't amount to any offence. Complaint दिया है. I will give you an example. Rajiv had given a complaint to the police station against me that I have stolen his bag. I had visited his house and I have stolen his bag. But later on Raju found out that वो बैग छोड़ने गई थी, वो घर में थी, पड़ी थी घर में. So Rajiv has given a complaint to the police station. Police station have filed the FIR and they are now investigating. Later on, it transpired that Raju had kept the bag in that particular corner and he forgot and he thought that Sriram has stolen it. So it becomes a C thing. So no offence is committed. ऐसा. And then there is fourth. Fourth is non-cognizable offence. Non-cognizable offence is police cannot take cognizance. The court can take cognizance. There are remedies. So if you feel the police is not listening, go to the court. Go to and prove the court. This is an offence. It all depends on you.
Further question is, should he immediately go to the court or should the association go to the court?
No, he can go to the court if he is the complainant. No, he can go to the court.
So,
What is the use of the association?
No, no,
Why should he take from the...
We are not on that part.
Let me finish my sentence.
this is the next question from
Pankaj itself for his person.
No. In the law, complainant is usually the sufferer, the victim. He should go to the court. And that complaint will be properly attended. He must go to the court. See, you have suffered, no? You have suffered. Something wrong has happened to you.
so in this case, what I mentioned right now, so I was not a sufferer. Dr. P. Suren was a sufferer. He said without my authentication, my signature is getting used in laboratory, and I would like to file complaint against him. So I think this is a clear case of forgery, but still they have given. Sorry.
Like, we can give you the entire Criminal Procedure Act, the whole thing to you. But ultimately it is also, like sir said, their priorities, their vested interest and everything else which comes into play. Individual cases you can discuss with sir after this meeting, how to proceed with this thing. You can show him all the documentation and then he can guide you properly.
So I think this is symbolic, it's not an individual case.
If you want to go to court, like sir said, it has to be an individual complainant with the association supporting this complaint and providing all kinds of legal aid. That's how it has to go. Okay, I understand what you are saying, it is symbolic or this thing. These are again, we are playing with words and trying to reason. But at the end of the day, in the eyes of the law, it is an individual complaint. For you and me, it is symbolic.
Excuse me, we are having this topic basically for this. This is the basic topic of discussion.
Correct.
And then what is the use of then? What is the use? Like AMC takes an active part. If you go to, if you are a member of Association Medical Council of Mumbai, you take a thing. They are there, people to support. Then what is the basic aim of having this particular topic on this particular day?
One minute. No. We are not there. You take this problem to AMC and see what they do. You take this problem to AMC, see what they do. Have you tried it?
No. What I am
Have you tried it? No, sir. Have you tried it?
With due respect,
Have you taken this problem to AMC?
the topic of discussion has
Topic of discussion now
so
is
he
what
brought up that I
can
feel
be
that
done.
like by becoming a member, the association has to support and have some
Where
particular
the
effort to
association
take forward
supporting?
this case.
Association is supporting, but the law, what the law needs has to be done. Not what you want or I want. Law wants that the individual has to file the complaint. Association is with that complainant. Association not said, "Tum jao, hum nahi dekenge."
That is why he is asking for help. What sort of help?
What we have said, we have told him. We have told him. From day one we have told him. It is not that I am telling him today, I am telling him from day one, you can ask him. We are constantly in touch.
So that particular day, there were at least 10 to 12 pathologists were there in the police station with the complainant. So, I mean, it was not individual or independent complaint. Okay, sure.
Dr.
So-
Dara, right now, Mr. Srirao mentioned a very specific thing that individual sufferer should be the complainant. Now, in this particular all scenario, a pathologist or any association, can it be individual sufferer? Because individual sufferer can be whatever I have understood, it could be the patient because he has received the illegal report. So should it be the sufferer who should be filing?
See, it is like this. There is no bar. There are certain enactments wherein complainant is specific. And there are certain enactments wherein say that anybody can complain. There are two ways to deal. For example, I will give you an example also. In the case of adultery, Either the husband or the wife has to do. The third man cannot do. It is the law, settled law. In a case of murder, anybody can complain. Anybody found any body, anybody had seen anything, found dead body, anybody can complain. What is complaint? What is complaint? Complaint is sometimes an information to police. भाई वो आदमी मरा पड़ा हुआ है, कुछ खून ऐसा लग गया है, स्टैब ऑफ खून दिखता है, पुलिस जरा देख लेता है. This can be information also. Information can later on change into complaint. However, it is always in the interest of the case that the sufferer gives the complaint. Why? Because then the court, when it views the case in impartiality, they see that the other person was not of any vested interest. The other person can have a vested interest in complaining. So, in order to remove that suspicion of complainant having a vested interest, it is always better that a sufferer should complain. This is what I want to tell you. Now, let us I am not finished yet. Now, suppose there is a rape victim. Or suppose there is a rape victim, and the rape victim comes to a police station and complains. Or a police goes to her house and she complains. It is natural. The court will view it as a natural process and will properly view it and understand it, and your case will be stronger. Your case will be that much stronger. And the third fellow saying something, the fourth fellow hearing something, the fifth fellow seeing something, that would be different. So in that sense, it is advisable that sufferers should mostly complain. But as Rajiv has been saying repeatedly, that if you have an issue, come to the association, they will resolve it appropriately.
Because the same way, Dr. Jagdish Keskar had filed, I think it's a PI, public interest litigation. So in a way, court has taken cognizance of this particular thing, and the case is being run in the interest of the people of India. Now there also what we are seeing, that there is no actual conclusion of the entire case. Now what has happened is there is interim decision which has been given by the judge, and judge has asked, my knowledge is not complete sir, but whether these DMLTs can get registered with Medical Council of India.
1 minute, I will complete that. Interim order was not given just recently. Interim order is quite old. First, point 1. Point number 2 is interim order is very clear that no person who is not an MBBS with a postgraduate degree in pathology and registered with the council can sign the report. Third, what the interim order clearly says is nothing in this order prevents the association of DMLTs to request or take permission from the Medical Council of India to register them. However, till date, in last 6 years, there has not been a single application from DMLT Association to Medical Council of India to register it. So, though they know their stand, let us not be unsure of our stand. Coming to the point of complainant, just to finish this matter once and for all, Dr. Pramod Rathod is over here. He had given an authority letter to the association to take suitable action against this Panvel case. Officials from association went to the police station and made the complaint. Complaint was provisionally taken in, but they asked for him to come personally and file the complaint. Association has gone and filed the complaint. At that time, raid also had taken place. But ultimately, it has to be the complainant has to come in person. Only then the surety is complete. I would also like to tell you that Dr. Sarda, the president of IMA is now over here. So let us be very fast in our questions and so that we can.
Dr. R.K. Jain, I want to know what is the actual status of multiple small charitable centers who are running laboratories mid-sized, which are running around maybe 50 to 100 to 150 patients a day. They are hiring pathologists for 1 or 2 hours and actually getting signed the reports. So, I mean, do we label them as illegal laboratories or?
Hiring for
Yeah, pathology is basically coming there for 1 hour, signing all the reports.
Are the reports coming out when they are not there? For example, if the pathologist is coming at 2 o'clock, can you record a report over there with his signature at 11 o'clock?
No, they are coming at 2 o'clock, signing out at 3 o'clock. All the reports are already kept on the table.
Can you get out a report at 6 o'clock?
Sorry?
Can you take out a report at 6 o'clock?
No, not a report at 6 o'clock.
You can't do it.
That is a legal, perfectly legal lab. If the sample collection time is in the morning up to 10 o'clock, pathologist is coming at 12 o'clock, he is authenticating, he is supervising all the
He
tests.
hardly spends less than half an hour or 1 hour on the table and
That depends on the machinery and that depends on the turnaround time, everything. What the work is assigned to
in
pathologist.
that case, a pathologist can attend 3 to 4 of the centers and still continue giving the name to many more centers also. He just sees the number of
Giving the name is different thing and working at 4 places is different thing. If I am working at 2 places, morning 9 to 1 at one place and evening 3 to 7 at other place, I need some time to have my breakfast and toilet and washing and all that. I need some time for traveling also. In the morning hours when I work in A lab, there should not be report in the B lab. There should not be reporting in B lab. When I am working in the B lab, there should not be reporting in A lab. If this is the scenario, then it is okay.
So can we impose them ceiling on the number of laboratories or number of places, nothing?
We are not part of law.
See,
We are not lawmakers. We are only trying to create a pressure group.
Please don't discuss about the future things and what we can do, can we do this thing, can we do this thing, and can we find such a loophole like that. Please don't try to. Only these are the facts how we can control that things which are going illegal and unethical in our society. We discuss this.